Well, welcome back to Round Mountain Tai Chi. So, the end of the last lesson, we finished on ward off right. So let's just get into that posture, as I've done um, the long way round. As I've been doing in all these other videos. So, heels together, toes apart, arms just loose by your sides, gaze just going off into the distance, squinting against the sun. Um, Resisting the urge to put my glasses on because I've got them with the turn into sunglasses at a moment's notice. Hopefully, we don't see too much of the. There's a shrub growing up just in front of where my camera is, and it's getting taller and taller. Hopefully, I'll get all these things finished before the end of summer, start of autumn, and everything dies all of a sudden. Anyway, right. So let's begin. Heels together, toes apart, arms loose by your sides, belly nice and relaxed as well. You know, and we'll begin. Sink all the weight down onto the right leg, hands inflate in front of the thighs. We step out to the left. We transfer the weight over onto that left leg. All the weight's now on that left leg. We can square the waist up to the north, pivoting on the right heel. We stand up, equalizing the weight. The arms rise, led up by the wrists. No further than the height of your armpits. Then the fingers rise, pointing forwards. Then the elbows sink and the hands come back. Elbows go back, fingertips point to the ceiling or sky, hands come back down in front of the thighs. So we sink, we turn the weight, and we catch the moon. All the weight is on that left leg. We transfer the weight forward onto the right leg, squaring our waist up towards the east, holding the moon still. We now turn our waist to the diagonal. We take that controlled step, so we're not falling into it. Then as we transfer the weight, the left hand can rise, the right hand can fall, and then we can turn into ward off left. Moving forward, we transfer all the weight forward onto the left leg, catch the moon again. Turning our waist to the diagonal. Again, we take that nice controlled step, placing the heel down, transferring the weight as the right hand rises, the left hand tracks it like that radar dish, and then we turn the waist toward the east. And we're in ward off left. Okay, so what next? Well, after doing ward off right, um, that was ward off right. After going from ward off left into ward off right, I'm going to kick myself if I got that back to front. But anyway, um, but doing that, the next posture is called rollback. Okay, nothing to do with this. But so we'll start off from that ward off right posture. So the right arm is in this sort of trying to make a bit of an arc. It's not angular. It's sort of just this sort of graceful arc. Okay, again, just going out through the wrist. Okay, like so. But that's sitting there, so your palm is more or less, apologies if I hit the mic there, in front of your solar plexus. Left hand is sort of looking at it as if you're holding a smallish ball. Okay, so turn to face the east, turn your right foot. No, that is my left foot. I always get them mixed up. It's a terrible habit of mine. I blame it on being left-handed. Me and Einstein. So turn the left foot out to the diagonal, put all your weight on it, take that small step forwards, and you can bring your weight there. So it's just a little more weight on the right leg than the left. We're in ward off right. So two things, there's two areas to look at in the posture. One is what the hips do, and it's always good to look at what the hips do and what the legs doing to start with, because everybody sees the hands, but they don't think about their hips. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn in a little more into that front leg. So sort of coiling in a little bit. Then we're going to transfer all the weight back as we square up to face the east. Then we'll turn into that left hip. Okay? So again, we turn into that right hip a little more, just a little bit, as much as you're able. Okay, listen to your own bodies. So turn in that little bit more. We come back, squaring up the waist, and then we turn in there. And always remember, it's this that's turning, not this that's turning. Okay? Because I could be here and just do that. And, it's more the the shoulders that are doing something. And it's all driven from the hips, driven from the waist. Okay, so we turn into the right hip, we come back squaring up the waist, we turn into the left hip. So it's sort of turning in movement. We did that as part of an exercise at the beginning, didn't we? So what are the arms doing? Not very much is a simple answer. So let's start off from here. So we start off turning in, the arms just follow the movement of the body, okay? So turn in there. As I'm drifting the weight back, the fingertips of the right hand will point up. It can either be up here or slightly forwards, just somewhere in there, okay? And the fingertips of the left hand point to the right elbow. All the weight is on this leg, so I can lift up that other foot without having to upset without having to shift any more weight back. Then I can turn the waist like this. Okay, so to look at that again. So from the ward off right, we turn into the hip. We transfer all the weight back. Left hand points to the right elbow. The right hand points up, slightly forwards. And then we turn in here. Okay. And the kind of idea of this rollback posture, it sort of goes into the sort of martial side of things, and without a willing opponent who's going to cooperate and do it all the right way, it's hard to show. But the idea is somebody's coming towards you, and then you're just guiding them. You're just guiding them past. So instead of just going poof up against yourself, you say, no, 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 you carry on going. I don't want to stop you. I'm just going to steer you gently out of the way. Okay, so that's the sort of idea here, is something's coming in, and we're just allowing it to just go sweeping past us. And then we're quite happy. And the rampaging, whatever it was, gone straight past us. Okay? And it's always interesting to try and find, is there a way in which if someone's coming at you with something verbal even, can I allow them to keep doing what they're doing and just still guide them away? So, I've had to deal with customers and things like that before, and someone comes up going, nah, 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 nah. Complain, complain, complain. And you go, I agree, that's absolutely terrible. Let's see what we can do about it. Rather than, you're wrong, in which case I'm just trying to push back on them. You know what I mean? It is just by saying, that agreeing with them, it kind of sort of softens what they're doing. They can't be as strong about it anymore, because you only complain if someone's going to disagree with you. But if you just go, oh no, I can see your point there, let's see how we can resolve that. That's what we're kind of doing here with this sort of rollback. Okay, so let's just have another couple of looks at that posture. So again, from that ward off right position, turning into the right hip, transferring all the weight back onto the left leg, turning into the left hip. Okay, and again. The more times you repeat it, the more this will gradually sink in and just become the natural order of things. So turning into that hip, transferring all the weight back, turning into the other hip. Again, the arms are simple, okay? So I'm not trying to sort of do some weird flowery thing here, okay? It's just simple. Like that. And that's ward off, okay? That's rollback, I should say. Rollback. The next posture we'll see is called press. And it carries on our progression through this grasp sparrow's tail sequence. Okay, so hopefully you've enjoyed that. You got something out of it. The sound is better, certainly, I hope. And keep practicing. I will have a physical class at some stage. It's just things are being a bit hectic at the minute with school starting up. It's trying to find the right way to start something here, particularly in the current situation where things are still a little unknown. So for now, I'm carrying on with this, trying to make it better. Okay, keep practicing. Hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching.